football. Now, obviously, everybody understands that you want to form. We use the diamond technique here in catching the football. I have my guys focus on the white stripe. I know a lot of guys teach the point of the ball or the cross. Okay, I just want to give them a bigger visual to catch. Okay, because if you catch the football, that's what you're catching, the white stripe. So we want those guys focusing on that, and that's what I want them looking at, and I want them to catch that. Now, some of the things that we emphasize here, we want to catch the ball out in front. We don't ever want that ball across our eyes or our face. We want to catch it out in front and put it away quick and see ourselves putting that ball away. Okay? Now, something we've done a little bit different and something we've added to it is that if they're coming across in this direction here, I want to put that ball away in their near pocket here. So now if they turn up the field this way, typically a defender's on behind them, or when they want to turn up the field this way, they're on this ball's on the sideline on to defend themselves away from the defender. So I have them doing that. When they do it over here, I'll just say simply wrong, and they know right now they got to start over and do it again. Okay, so what we're going to do is just demonstrate that, and I'll show you guys how we get that done. I need them balls back quickly. I don't have the help with that. All right, you got it right there. You got it. Again, we want to emphasize, make sure you emphasize to you guys, stay on the line. A lot of guys have a tendency as the ball approaches, they'll drift away, they'll catch a step back. Make sure they stay on the line, okay? Another thing we do with this line drill is we emphasize the fact that if you stay on that line, it's about staying flat. When you make a break in the middle of the field, you want to stay flat, okay? You're going to be flat to downhill, create separation away from a defender. So we want to emphasize that as well in this drill. Stay on that line. Play around with it, make it difficult. High in front, high in front. While you get down, high in front. Put the ball away quick, stay on the line. Now, we'll simply change it now and go high behind. Now, on this ball here, hold up, man. That's Patrick Edwards, by the way, the guy that you may have seen break his leg. He's back, so let everybody know he's back, all right? You go to other colleges, let them know he's back. But on the high behind ball, there are two ways to do it. You can either reach back, extend your arms back, bring it back in the line, bring it back here, or you can 360 turn. Now, I don't tell them which way to do it. I give them two options. What I let them do is ever natural. Okay, whatever's natural to them, that's what they're gonna do. I don't tell them which way to do it, but I give them options. Okay, so here we go. Behind. Again, stay on the line, put that ball in your near hand, tuck it away. We start this drill, we do this every day. Either before practice or after practice, and sometimes both. We're in the business of catching balls, so the more reps we can get at it, the better we'll be. He was here. We would do this, maybe catch about 300-400 balls on the Jenkins. So, you know, I'm a big believer in this. I figure the more reps a guy gets, the better he's gonna get at doing it. So we want to do it every day as much as we can. We're going to do this. I can attest to it. It helped me in my career here as a player. It's helped a lot of these other guys here with their careers as players as well. Donnie Avery, first receiver taken in last year's draft. You guys may all be aware of. The first receiver taken, let me emphasize that, first receiver taken in last year's draft. Okay, over anybody in the Big 12, SEC, you name it. All right, when he first got here, didn't have very good hands. Donnie Avery did this every day and worked hard every day on the jug machines, tennis ball machines, and this drill right here. By the time he left, he had some of the best hands I've ever seen. Okay, so that's true enough. When he got here, his hands were his coach. You know, his hands wasn't very solid. But when he left here, he had the best hands I've seen. Okay, and thanks, coach, by the way, for that recognition. He wasn't confident what to do. All right, this is low and in front on the low ball. Sorry, man, keep getting you out there. Low ball, we still emphasize it, staying on the line, okay? The thing I like, anything below the waist, we want to make sure our palms are up, all right? Palms are up, sink your hips, bend your knees, get underneath the football, but the most important thing, you'll have guys that like to dive. Now, stay on your feet. All right, I'm looking for playmakers. I'm not looking for possession receivers, okay? I can find tight ends like that. I'm looking for playmakers at the receiver position. You need to be able to catch the ball, stay on your feet, and make a play. right? So we're gonna do that now. Low in front. Stay on the line. Step all the way in near hand. I try to get it around here somewhere between the knees and the ankles. Overemphasize, make it bend down there, get a realistic. If you haven't realized by now, this is hard work. Being able to put that ball right where you need to put it. It requires a lot of accuracy. Sometimes I'll lead them out in front. Good. I like to see them cheating on the drill. It's automatic. You automatically know you got another prep. My fault. That's on me. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I forgot about your ribs. Might get a little something. Okay. So we'll do that. Now with the next ball you'll get will be low and behind. Same thing. He's got two options. Bring it back into play or he can 360 turn. Emphasis is still the same. We haven't changed what we emphasize. Stay on the line. Under control. Make the catch. Low and behind. Low and behind. Palms up. Good job, KJ. Okay, now, that's the line drill we do. We work it, like I said, every day. The most consistent thing we do is more getting these guys in the habit of catching balls a lot of times. And what we'll do, I'll change my position. I may start over here. We may go that way for a minute, then we'll come over here, and I'll throw a series of balls, just don't move. Up above his head, to his outside shoulder and inside shoulder. Now, if you run screens, quick screens to your receivers, this is some of the positions that they'll be in. Curls, okay, that ball can be high, outside shoulder, inside shoulder, and I throw it low. All I did was change my position. We'll work it that way. Just come back down this way. Hold that. I want to get his hands out from his body, extend his arms out. Stay on the line under control. Now, we'll simply go back the same way. High and in front. Okay? I can go low and in front, going from this angle, seam throws. I can work all types of throws just by changing my position. So we'll do it from this way, then I'll go over there where Renee is, and we'll come back this way. Okay? That's the line drill. All right? Now, any questions on that? Okay, good. I've covered everything, so no questions. All right, great. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, let me set the drill up, set drill up for me. 3 cones set drill. A big thing for us in the offense that we run, and one of the most important things that we have to be able to do is obviously defeat man coverage. Okay? So what we try to do, or what I want these guys to understand, and try to make things real simple. We don't have a whole bunch of elaborate releases. We only work on 2 releases: jab release and speed release. That's all we do. Okay? This first one we're about to do, don't put it there, put it right here. Put it up right there. Okay? I don't want him to break his other leg. It's a dip right there. Alright? But one of the things we try to do is simplify things, give these guys just 2 things to think about when they're at the line of scrimmage. I don't want them thinking about a whole other different ways of trying to beat the guy. But this drill right here is basically going to help with our jab release. Now, one of the big things that I learned from June Jones while I was in Detroit is being able to gain ground to a defender and set that defender. He told us there were 2 points of line of scrimmage. Okay? There's a line of scrimmage right here if the guy's press, but if the guy's playing off, the line of scrimmage is now where he is. So you have to gain ground to that guy or accelerate to that guy, and then you still have to set that guy where he is. Okay? So I learned that from him, and we try to work that drill here. One of my guys said, I think it was you, KJ, that said, you know, it's just too much. But the more you can do it, the better you get at it. Okay? You said that, right? All right, so what we'll do, you set up 3 cones. Actually, we can do 5. I usually go 5, 4, 3, 2. Then we do live action. But right here for this deal, We'll do 3 cones. You'll stand in front of the far further cone. Look. Alright, line of scrimmage down. Defenders here. You're going to gain ground here. Defender set it. Boom. Gain ground here, set it. Here, set it, and release. Okay? Now, there, those guys just go through. So we'll start with this way first. We'll do that gain ground, set. I want the head and eyes up on the defender. The outside of it, we're going to attack his leverage. We're going to play from there. Okay? When you get back to the top, let me know. We want our hands active. We want our head nods up on the defender. We want to be precise with our sticks. We also operate within a box. A box, we draw a line, imaginary line from our shoulders down to the ground. We want everything inside the box when we work. Boom. And be sharp. Now, second thing we do with this, once we go through this once or twice, we'll add an arm shield and I'll participate. It's not a speed drill. It's not something where I want them full speed. We'll probably half speed to 3/4 speed at best. I don't care. He can take 100 steps from cone to cone. But this is not a full speed drill. I want the technique to get right. Here, I'll be defending here. Stand down, pop open, release. Get vertical on the release. Slow down, release. Slow down, slow down. Notice something. They don't do the hand movement until I extend the arm. The only way they can see the extension of the arm if their head nods is up on the defender where I want it. Okay? Our rule is this: within the first 5 yards, until you defeat that defender, you maintain contact with that guy until you defeat him. Once you defeat him, now you can get downfield, take your eyes wherever else you need to take them. But we need to see that. We need to see that. A lot of times DBs, they bait us. At this level, they bait us. So we just assume that he's gonna allow us to clear him outside. We take our eyes off of him, and then we get that last chuck. We want to make sure we maintain our contact. So that's the set drill. We don't do that as much as we like. I basically put it on these guys to do it on their own. They do it every day after practice. I see a lot of them doing it. They do it after practice. They work against each other with it. Like I said, you can have 5 cones there if you like. We're just doing 3 from here. And you can take that away. But the point of emphasis on this, our coaching points, to make sure you got active hands, head and eyes are on the defender. They don't extend their arms or knock it down until I extend the arm for them to defend. Okay. Good. Any questions? Got questions? All right. Now the next drill we're gonna do is one of our releases is the speed release. Speed release. Took me out. It's not good that one. All right. Speed release is simply a come to balance step here. So you got your front foot up to the ball. You want to come to balance and then speed release. Okay? Speed release. The most important thing on that is you got to be quick with that come to balance step. Be quick. Boom, and just go. Okay? We use this hoop as a point of emphasis. They have to have a place to put their eyes where I need to release to that spot to get away from that defender. Boom, I need to get away from that defender. I can dip my shoulder or, boom, I need to get away from that defender and keep my head nods on him. When he extends his arm, get it down and stack. Okay? So this hoop is to try to help them with their aiming point, where they need to get to. I know, Coach, we talked about this a little bit last night. That's not that far away from that guy. I could be wrong. But that's what we work with, okay? So I'll show you how this works. Get tighter, line of scrimmage. There you go. This has 3-point speed. Go hit. Stack. Go hit. Go hit. Go hit. Good. Go hit. Okay. Want to make sure they maintain eye contact on that defender as they go through the drill. Get around. Now we'll have them dip their shoulder. If you want to have them dip their shoulder, I saw something the other day. Boise State, what they do with their guys, they use this shoot drill for dipping the shoulder. Now, I'm gonna demonstrate this because we've never done this. I just got it. I'm not gonna put them through that. But what they do the same type of release, speed release, boom, and they have a towel that they set on the ground right here. So now he has to pick up that towel and go through the shoot. Okay? Which I thought was a clever way of getting that shoulder, putting a point where that shoulder has to dip away from that defender. Dipping that shoulder. Put a towel there, speed release. Take that towel up, accelerate up the field. That's bad when you can walk through that. That's not pretty good. It's not good at all. Okay? But speed release. Make sure you stack this defender. Okay? One more time through. Hit. Hit. Be quick. Go hit. Go hit. Go hit. All right. Speed release. Yes, sir.
You got the rise back up. Every one of them turn their head back after they give you raise your hand. You got to
Just make sure they stack it. Make sure they stack that defender. Okay. So that's what they're looking at. Okay, the next release. Let's do this. I was actually questioning, maybe you asked last night, what are you doing? Let's work back here, guys. A lot of times you got your slot receivers in offense, H flip or H formation where we got our Y's and our H's. They have to get vertical up the field, vertical seams. You got outside, either a strong safety or an outside linebacker. Okay? The guy starts off inside him and snap the ball. He starts to work out to him. A lot of guys have a tendency to run away from that guy. Okay? Two things that we emphasize here with these guys. First things first, if you know that you have an outside release and that defender is racing out here to you, the first thing we need to do is take a outside step to ensure that we at least can get outside. Okay? We do not want to take a vertical step if that guy's working here. If he's working here and we take a vertical step, we've lost ground. But we don't want to take a vertical step. We want to take an outside step to ensure that we have a chance to get outside. Second thing is they will apply the same principles as a speed release or a jab release when they get there. Okay? You can either jab that guy, boom, hand down, and still work to get inside the stack. So we'll do that right here. Try to take it outside. Well, we'll go this way. Yeah. Go hit. Bring it. Go hit. Go hit. Go hit. Go hit. Okay. So we'll work that drill. We'll kind of knock out the spurs with one stone with that. All right. So the next thing we'll do is I'll show you guys the jab release. You guys remember that? Any questions? I'm good, man. No questions. Coach, no questions.
He's not going to just sit there and wait on him. He's going to come up and try to attack.
You like that? So come on out here and demonstrate that. It's been a long time since I whipped the DB. Been working. So you're saying the snap of the ball, he's gonna do that right there. That is why we did the first drill, the first cone drill, gaining the ground. As you come forward, I'm not coming off the ball full speed. I still want to see what you're doing, so I'm gaining ground. Okay? I'm gaining ground. I'm just being patient. One of the things, just so you know, one of the things we talk about with our guys is we want to be patient but quick. Okay? Patient but quick. Some of you ask, how you do that? What does that mean? I want to be patient here. I want to be patient here, but I want to be quick here. So I want to have a plan. So I want to be patient here with my thought process, Dean. So I know something strange is going to happen based on what we got keys we read to tell us what the coverage is. You're going to be a roll down corner. I kind of got a feel for that. So I need to be patient here to see if that's what's happening. But I also need to be quick because I still got timing of the play. So I got to be quick, but then be patient to see things get in reps. Okay? So we talk a lot about that. Be patient but quick. Okay? It comes into play more in the red zone, goal line, because guys have a tendency to get down there and rush stuff. They want to rush. Take your time. Be patient, but be quick. Okay? They tend to throw everything you coach them out the window when they get down in the red zone and the goal line. I want to make it happen fast. Dude, if you don't win right here, we ain't got but 10 yards to play with, or 5, wherever you at. You can't win within the first 3 to 4 yards. We lose down here. We can make it up in the field, but down here we lose. So be patient but quick. We don't see a lot of that thing. That's what Coach Thomas, Pat Thomas used to do. Okay, come on up. Jab release is a 3-step release. The first step basically is to come to balance step. The next step is the jab step. Now we're releasing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's basically all it is. Just go ahead and release and do that. That's all the jab step is. Follow it up. We guys are pressure, start off with press maybe, then start to build it, snap the ball, or he's already off. Okay? One more time through. Same thing. You want to make sure our shoulders are down, keep our head nods on the defender, see that arm being shot. Boom, knock that hand down and release vertical. Be the defender. Now, one of the things we talk about is almost, we say 2-step here because we're in Texas. Everybody know what a 2-step is, right? So a defender shoots his hands. When I get this hand down, if I'm going in this direction and that defender's here, I know it's going to sound strange to some of you, but if that defender's here and he shoots that hand, I want to make sure I work with the opposite hand, not near hand. Opposite hand to work here and pull myself through. All my momentum is going in the direction where I want to go. Have a tendency sometimes guys want to do this, and if they miss, boom, their body's overextended here, but their legs and everything is trying to work here, so they twist it up. We're trying to get away from that. All right, so we want to release, boom, here. Now, 2-step is called, this is 2-step. 1, 2. We want to get vertical as quickly as possible. Okay? Boom. Want to get vertical as quickly as possible. As this defender, if I jab this defender in, boom, go in. He's taking something away. So as he take it away, I got to maintain or gain that ground right here. The quicker I can get vertical, the quicker I can stack this guy. Okay? Also, if you guys are the quarterback, if I'm here, you see me. So now you can throw me a ball down the field where I can have a chance to make a play on it. If I don't stack that guy, well, I can't get here, you see him. So now you're trying to throw a ball out here, and 9 times out of 10, we're going to catch that ball where? Out of bounds. Okay? So we want these guys to learn to get vertical quick. Boom. Get vertical quick. Quick as you can. Get vertical. Get vertical. Get vertical. We preach. Get vertical. See too many guys, talked to Chaz yesterday about it. He's knocking the hand down perfectly, but his next step is away from the defender outside here. You don't have to take away. You don't have to step this far away, because now you've won here, but you roll, Pat. Now he can cut you off. And now you have to engage that guy again here. So we wanna we'll knock it down, step vertical, roll, Pat. I got a chance now. I'm out. Gone. Okay? This is something, again, they do on their own a lot. We work it maybe once, sometimes twice a week. We may work it early before practice starts. The way the NCAA sets our rules up, I don't get a lot of individual time, so what I do is I cut our practice time, I cut our practice tape up, and basically talk about the things that we need to work on, okay? And then that cuts my meeting time down to where now I have a little individual time. So I'll do that with these guys so we can get out there and do this. These guys love to do drills. They like drills. I had Coach Arsenault, Harrison Arsenault, coach, called me coach in a drill. And I might just come outside one day, hey, let's try this. And that's what this game is all about, man. You do it when you come up with plays, schemes. You do it, you just try something. Hey, let's try this, let's look at this. I do the same thing with drill, take the same approach. I may see a D-line coach doing something, O-line coach doing something, quarterback coach doing something. Say, man, how can I incorporate that, into something that we can use that'll help us at our position? And I do it, whatever it is. I don't really care. Okay, if it's gonna help us, we're gonna do it. It may sound strange, look strange, but we're gonna try it to see if it works. Okay. Some change of direction stuff that we do, we'll talk about that right now. We typically use a triangle drill, and I saw that drill. I was working out one day with I saw some workout tape with Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice was doing a triangle drill. It was basically transitioning at the top of the routes. So I'm gonna set that up right quick, and I'll talk to you guys about that. Purple pad level here, okay? And I'm compromising a little bit on that. I understand that some of these guys don't want to listen to Coach Phillips. They're set in their ways. They want to do things their way. So I'm trying to compromise the way they want to do it, the way I want it done, okay? I've been a big pad, chest over thigh type guy, pass here at the break point. My emphasis is, if you're at the top of your route and you're running full speed, there is no way in hell you're gonna be here at full speed. You watch any track runner, when he comes out of the block at his most explosive point, he's here. There's no, I'm a firm believer you can make any break in the book from this position. It's hard to make a break in the book from this position. So sometimes these guys get overextended, they slide their feet out in front of their body. They're in what I call the shit stance, like they're sitting on a fucking mold, taking a dump. I don't like that. I want to get their chest over their thigh, but I've come to get a happy medium between the two. They can't do what I want. I'm trying to break them out of doing what they want. So if we can get here somewhere in the middle, I'll work with that. So we're gonna try to work that with this drill. Emphasis here, under control, keep your head and eyes up, run your feet. Run your feet and your arms. Run your feet and your arms. Run your feet, stay in the box. Stay in the box. The days for us where you plant and break are over. Corners are all over that. Those days are over. Here, for us. I don't know, you guys want, that's fine, do what you do. For us, those days are over. We want to get in and out of our breaks. We want to be moving in and out of our breaks. Two things I tell them. 3 steps of acceleration into your break, 3 steps of acceleration out of your break before you even look for the ball. Because you've got to maintain separation that you created, whether you got it here at the line of scrimmage or you got it at the break point. You've got to maintain that separation at the very least. And if you accelerate out of that cut, you have a chance to get more separation. Okay? So we'll work that here. Go ahead. You got it. Go. Back up. Tight on that cone, stay tight. Hug that cone, stay tight. Stay tight. Hug it. Head and eyes up. Running out of shoes, going fast. All on that side. You want to make sure they stay tight. Hold on, man. Stay tight to the cone. Stay tight. You want to stay tight. You want to stay in the box. Stay tight. Go. Now, it may look like they're chopping their feet. I know what y'all think. Been there before. Chopping their feet. Chopping their feet. Yes, but their feet are active and they're moving. That's the difference. They're not didn't break. Their feet are active and they're moving. Okay? That's what you gotta emphasize. Keep your feet active, keep your arms active, head and eyes on the defender. One more time, through. How you legs? Run around the cones, run them, run your feet, run them. Don't plant, run. Plant, don't plant, run your feet, don't plant, run. That's done, run your feet. You gotta emphasize that. A lot of guys get to that cone and plant because a lot of cone drills before, that's all they did. You did the 4-corner drill, that's all they do. Plant, drive, plant, drive. You gotta make sure you emphasize that. Run your feet, don't plant, run your feet, run your feet. One more time, go. Run your feet. Don't plant, run your feet. Good job. Don't plant, run your feet. Good. Run your feet. Run them. Stay tight to the cone. Good. Stay tight to the cone. Okay. Another thing we want to emphasize, body language in route running. Okay? Body language. I want to minimize anything that's unnecessary. Some of you guys may be track coaches, ran track. The first thing they tell you is minimize wasted body motion. Working against what you're trying to do this way. That's working against what we're trying to get done. We're trying to straighten everything up. Straighten everything up from our feet all the way up to our head. You see this a lot, don't you? I want to cock that front foot. First thing you have to do, straighten that foot up. These guys got a bad habit of that. I want everything going in the direction you're going. You're going straight ahead, I want everything pointed that way. Start here and roll off that front foot here. Okay? Same thing when you're running a route into a defender. I don't want your arms working across your body here like Batman. Batman used to come on in the afternoons. You know, he's working across the body. I want everything working here. I want everything smooth here. Boom, here. Here and eyes on that defender. Here, 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 here. Okay? So we try to minimize all wasted movements. All wasted movements. We try to minimize them. We emphasize, get rid of it. Okay? It doesn't have a place in what we're trying to get done. Those guys over there work real hard at reading keys. One of the bigger keys, when I coached DBs back in 90 or 2004 or 5, I think it was 05, I was coaching DBs here. One of the things that I was telling those guys that they probably hadn't heard before, read his arms. You got everybody got you looking at his hips. Read his arms. A lot of times the receiver, when he get ready to make a break, boom, his arms go dead. He dropping his arms. Read his arms. So that's why we do this drill. I say keep your arms active. We do cone drills. We want to keep our arms active. We want to run in and out of our breaks with our arms active. Because if you watch your guys, as soon as they get ready to make a break, everything drops. Right here, boom. So that's one of the other keys that we added to the coverage reads. Read his arms. Because he's going to drop his arms. Okay? The last thing we'll talk about, then I open up for questions if you have any, is this shoe. You gotta stay on that line right there. Okay, be careful. Be careful, you be careful. Okay, what I'm gonna have you guys do is something that we tried it once, we didn't perfect it. Okay? But what we're gonna do, we use this shoe a lot. I have 3 or 4 of them out there. We use this shoe a lot for pad level at the top of the route. Making sure that they get that pad level down, get low, and being able to accelerate at the top of the route. But what we're gonna do now is that cone is the break point, okay? So all I wanna see you guys do is accelerate to the break point. All right. So what we'll do is, in the route, make sure that their pad level is right. As they driving and defending back, we'll put that shoe maybe, I don't know, 5 yards, 7 yards from the break point. Make sure his pad level is through the route, through the shoe. Go. Don't come back through it. You got 2 guys to the left. You got to accelerate the pad level, everything headed in the right direction. So it's already there. You guys have a tendency to get through there and get raised back up. Stay down. See, you raise up more. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Stay down. One more. Stay down. Stay down. Like that. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Okay. I call it the shoot whip. This one is 4x4. Now when I did this, I had a lot of business. Denson Marshall, Chad McCullough, you know, I had some little guys. Well, I still got business. But this is 4x4. The guy that I got this from, the Boise State guys, theirs is 5.5, maybe. But it's kind of according to what you have out there. Okay? One more time through. Stay down. See how he's raising up when he gets through? I want him to stay down. 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 Don't raise up. Touch out. Tell him. Stay down. Go through it. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Okay. That's it. Thanks. You don't got it. Don't be late, my people. Yeah, you better hurry up. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? All right, question. You can turn that off. Thanks.
Yeah.